What's going on, guys? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when these live chats. You can take part right along with us. Wasn't planning on streaming today. Ended up having some free time because I'm just going to do content every day like I normally do while I'm traveling. And the wife added a day to our trip because she wants to stay a night in Biloxi Sunday night. So I won't be coming home till Monday afternoon. So weekly rotation video is not going to get filmed till Tuesday and put out till Tuesday morning. But I'm just going to be doing content. I'll be bringing a bunch of fragrances with me. It's Friday morning. We got the Nitro Red Intense review coming out. Excited to go over that. That's spoiler alert. It's good. Really good. And we'll dive into that deeper on Friday. But, content coming out every day as per usual. It's just weekly rotation. Won't be till Tuesday. And I won't be able to stream Monday like I was planning to close out the month. So I figure let's just shoot the shit and have a chat here today. I got a little bit of time to spare. And yeah, so no specific topic. We'll just talk. As far as scent of the day, Black Caviar from Siren Fragrances. Siren. How many of y'all caught that reference? Byron. It's good. Very smooth. It reminds me of something, and I cannot pinpoint what. For the life of me, I cannot pinpoint what it reminds me of. But it's very ambery, smooth, a little powdery, sweet, touch of spice, soft, woody accord. It's even a little creamy, more powdery than creamy, but not a powder bomb either. Very sensual, smooth, a little elegant, like they state in the write-up. We talked about this in the last live stream. It's a good one. It's definitely my favorite of the three. I got 5 sprays on, beautiful atomizer, as you can see. It's a good one. Definitely a good one. And as a little pick-me-up, we got a little Welch's Grape Ghost action. Let's get caught up in the chat, shall we? Chad, good to see you, sir. Signature Citrine. I mean, I don't know what to say other than you just can't go wrong with that. I mean, one of the better smoky citruses kind of ever, because it's based around incense and clementine. It's really freaking good. It's some of Claude's best work. Yeah, it spur of the moment. I took my little power nap, woke up around 3:30. It was an hour and a half till now, and I was like, we'll go live, go chop it up with everybody. I don't know how many we'll end up with. We got 64 in the first 3 minutes. I don't know if we end up with 100, 130, 80, 200, whatever. Whoever shows up, I'm thankful for, Vertus Vanilla Oud. Now we're talking. A little warmer than I would like with my weather for that, but man, you're smelling great. You're smelling really, really good. John, good to see you, sir. Celestia Blue, which is a clone of Office for Men, definitely smells like it belongs in the Aventus family. So it's not quite a clone of Office for Men, because Office for Men smells more like Sauvage than I never smelled Office for Men and thought Aventus. So that is not a direct copy of Office for Men. If you think Aventus when you smell that, it's not really that much Office for Men. Office for Men is basically bergamot, ambroxan, and broxin. Pretty much. It's pretty much that. And a lot of ambroxan too. So it's kind of a twist in this Celestia Blue. Yes, sir. Vintage green. So it is spring in a bottle, indeed. As far as cheapies, it's hard to beat. Good to see you, sir. Invictus Parfum and Desir Toxic. Great 1-2 combo. Mr. Joel's Matrix. Hawas Fire and Ice. Both of them together. I could see that working together. Sean, good to see you, sir. Socotra by some random shit I've never heard of, is what I'll say. 3 different dragon blood resins, cinnamon, frankincense, and oud make this very unique. I bet. This is a lesser known type of fragrance. I've never heard of this. Sounds interesting for sure. Dragon blood resins, cinnamon, frankincense, and oud. Definitely sounds unique. A little funky oud or medicinal, dry. Maybe it adds to the incense, a little smoky oud. Okay. Eager to see you, sir. Zest plus Vetiver by Michael Malone. Never tried that one. Mr. M.A. Styles, Chrome Legend. New version, the old one. I never tried the new one. Brute Classic. That is a classic indeed. Mr. Donald, good to see you, sir. Raja Enigma. You, sir, smell incredible. Whether it's the Parfum Cologne or the Parfum, you smell incredible. Another one wearing Hawass Fire. Joel's Matrix has a similar setup going on. Dan, not the man, Birds of Paradise. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. That's a gem. Classic, Lamal. Definitely can't go wrong there. Mr. West, good to see you, sir. A fist bump and sin of the day acronym. You confuse me, sir. That comment does not make any sense. Are you punching your sin of the day? Are you fist bumping me and just saying sin of? That's how it reads. You pressed enter. I don't think you finished typing. You pressed enter. So I'm running with it. Diorum Sport, really looking forward to trying off Cool Elixir. Me too. I wonder why they didn't call it Cool Water Elixir. I don't know why. For who was it? You might be in the chat right now, and I'm going to make fun of you right now. Somebody messaged me the other day saying, it looks like they ripped off the Zaharoff bottle. I was like, no, it's the Davidoff Run Wild bottle. He's like, oh, I'm seeing your review now. He's like, I didn't know. I was like, I just saw the picture, and I was like, oh, they're reusing that bottle. It looks nothing like the Zaharoff bottle, signature bottle. I had a good laugh. Whomever it is, speak now or don't speak up so people don't fuck with you. Because, yeah, it looks nothing like the Zaharoff bottle. So he said that. I was like, no, you're just not familiar with Run Wild, because that is definitely the Run. I'm glad they're kind of using it in something else. It's a nice bottle, and I have high hopes for it. Most cool water flankers, I used to say all until Oceanic Edition came out, but most of the flankers are pretty damn good. So I'm definitely going to get it. When, I don't know, but eventually I will get it. Didn't realize we went a little over 2 hours. Got a lot of nice stuff. I'll do my best to chime in when I can. No worries. Juan Ochoa, Sauvage Parfum. My favorite Sauvage, that's for sure. Yes, sir. Do what you got to do. We'll be here for, roughly an hour and a half. Oh, yeah, he pressed enter too soon. I figured. Follow Me Home Body Oil. My haul came Forever Wanted Elixir. That's a good one. It's right here. It's already a fragrance buy. I was about to say fragrance like a Canadian. I noticed the Canadians say fragrance a lot. Maybe it's an American thing to say fragrance and a Canadian thing to say fragrance. I don't know. They would probably argue that fragrance is correct and fragrance is not. I don't fucking know. I always say fragrance. Like, who sticks out to me? Oh, Chad Secrets. He says fragrance. That's the person I see the most that says it. Shout out Chad Secrets. That's my guy. Lamal Elixir Absolute. Do a soft live stream clap. I love that one. Million Gold Elixir. I wore that beginning of the week. I was about to say last week. Wore that on Sunday. Trey Oros, use your code. Of course, I don't get nothing. That was just to help you. But I'm glad it's there to help whoever wanted to get it. Yeah, that's not an affiliate code or anything like that. I know you're doing it to help support, and I appreciate the thought. It's the thought that counts. But that was just to help you guys out. That was why Michael Paul made that code. Yeah, I'm not affiliated. I don't have any affiliate links or affiliate codes. Like, I don't get a commission or anything like that. But he makes those from time to time when we do a live stream to hook you guys up, and I'm glad he did. You got a bunch of good stuff, though. Bunch of good stuff. Kicks Griffey. Do his version of Unique Luxury Crush on Me. Kicks Griffey approved FWO Wolfpack for life. Yak Mom. Cajun Elixir. Good to see you, sir. Tattoo coming out great. Oh, it's done. It's done. That's from last night. The stories. I saw you had hit the thumbs up on one of them. Yeah, it came out pretty good. A little bit of a challenge doing legs today, like when it came time for leg extensions, and I couldn't use my knee sleeves because my knee sleeves, which are a little sweaty from the last couple rounds that need to be washed, would have been all up on the dragon's head in their compression sleeves. So it'd have been like on this fresh tattoo. So no knee sleeves today. And then it was kind of painful having the pad, because I didn't want just the pad for the leg extension on the bear tattoo. So I threw my oversized sweats back on. So I had the cuff pressing into the dragon's tail, which is by my ankle bone, the pad pressing into the heavy cuff, elastic cuff. So it was hurting like a son of a bitch, especially when I got to like 220, 250 on the leg extensions, like all that weight on. Oh God, shit hurt, but we got through it. We had a good leg day. Good to see you, my man. Shanti by Sasva. Never heard of that either. A fresh spicy aquatic with mango and pineapple. Now it sounds good. That's for sure. I've never heard of it though. But that description sounds really freaking good. Will, good to see you, sir. No worries. Go enjoy dinner with the wife, man. You can always catch the replay. Latafa Kingdom. Good to see you, sir. I'm on time today. Luna Rosa Black is my sin of the day. What y'all wearing? I'm wearing black caviar from Siren Fragrances, like we discussed in the last live stream. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. LeBeau EDT, the base DNA. Can't go wrong there. My man Marcus, I have failed you today, Marcus. I have not worn any Air Maxes. I wore my Under Armour Tri-Base lifters. And then to and from the gym, I was wearing boost slides. I have not worn Air Maxes today. I have failed you, my OG. My apologies. For those of you who didn't know, it's Air Max Day. And I'm fucking up as a sneakerhead. I really am. All day I was like, do I really want to just throw them on to do a live stream? Just so I can say, happy Air Max Day. Look, I'm wearing some Air Max 1s or Air Max 90s. Or I was like, I'm not going to be that guy. I haven't been wearing them. I'm just going to admit it. Because I knew I'd see you at some point. So I'm just going to admit it. I'm not wearing them. I have failed you, Marcus. Marcus has been sharing every Air Max post imaginable. That's the king of the Air Maxes, by the way, guys. He's an Air Max junkie. He's got some heat when it comes to Air Max 1 and Air Max 90, especially Air Max 90. Jesus Christ. Overture Woman, boozy monster. Good stuff. Good stuff. Bahara Pharaoh, that's a good one. Yeah, it does last forever. It's strong, too. Kajal Farish, basically, Niche Sauvage, kind of how you can look at it. Seraphine Blue, testing signature pour on tonight. I hope you enjoy. I don't think it. I mean, they're similar, but I wouldn't call them dead ringers for one another. People oversimplify things like, oh, that's just this. I mean, yeah, citrus and woods, they are both citrus and woods, but they don't, it's not the same citrus. It's not the same woods. One's more earthy than the other. So similar, sure, same, no. Herba Gold, never tried that one. Rich and Ruiz. Ambiance Pour Homme from Sniff Perfumes was sent to me yesterday. Check out from my rep. Never heard of it. Eau de Cheap, good to see you, sir. Brioni from Men Eau de Parfum, Full Spring Vibes. Basically, Spring Full Vibes, Full Spring Vibes. I said that backwards. So with that, it's basically, the way I've always described it is like a fruity reimagining of Fahrenheit. It's a lot of apple at the top. It's really good. It gets forgotten about because there's so many good flankers. But the original's really freaking good. Neverwing Lions from Agabra. Never tried that. Mr. Montrese, good to see you, sir. Always a pleasure. Sahara Noir, not familiar with that one. White Mike from Philly, he is talking to you, sir. He would normally be live by now. Usually around this time. It's Equez. Leighton, hell yeah. I figured somebody would catch Byron. That's a Medea movie, by the way, for you guys. Byron was one of Bow Wow's characters. And that was Tatiana Taylor. Byron. And when she's chewing the gum. Oh, that's hilarious. I laugh my ass off every time I ever see her, because every time I see her, I think of that character from the movie. Not her music. I think of that role. God. Byredo Animalique, never tried. Heard of it, never tried it though. Art of Arabia, I don't know. I haven't smelled everything. I don't know. How about this? You buy it, you test it, you let me know. Because yeah, I haven't. Because I'm not a big fan of imagination, so I don't just buy a bunch of shit that smells like imagination. I'm one of the few that doesn't think it's as great as everybody else says. I just think it's okay. I like Pacific Chill and Afternoon Swim way more. Oolong Cha X testing the office today. Loving it so far. Why Le Parfum? Can't go wrong there. Montagne La Nuit 2011. Novice Knows. Good to see you, sir. Cumcat Wood. Under the Radar. Great Montal creation. Pierre Montal does a damn good job. That's kind of his Terre d'Hermes. You know, I've had a 5 ml of it in the past. I've meant to grab it. That and Windwood. I used to have 5 mls of each of them. That one in Windwood, I've had in and out the cart so many times, and just for some reason or another, never pulled the trigger on it. Really good fragrances. This is hilarious. Literally look right over my ear. They've been in like every video for the last like week and a half. That's fucking hilarious. I've even referenced them in like 3 videos. Because I talk about the focus. The camera keeps wanting to focus on the brick by bricks, and I end up having to block it so it focuses on the bottle. Aunt B, You're either trolling or fucking blind. It's one of the two. You're either joking around or you are you need to put your contacts in or fucking put your glasses back on. There's no way you don't see those. There's no fucking way. The camera keeps wanting to focus. I have to put the lock focus on my face so it doesn't focus on them the whole time. It's something about that red on top of the box that makes it want to focus on the brick by bricks. You're fucking hilarious. I have to give you a hard time because it's like they're fucking right here. Right fucking here. Your own 2020. You can't go wrong with that. Woody Aromatic. Never tried this one. Haltane. I'm not a big fan of it. I would take it over Oud for Greatness, but it's still very much like Oud for Greatness. I have tried it. Actually, do I still have the decant? I may have passed it along because it was right here. Yeah, I must have passed it along in one of the mystery packages. Good to see you, sir. To Me Dusk. That's my number 2 in that line behind 19 Degree. That's a good one. Sweet Vetiver. Nothing immediately comes to mind that's vetiver based, but still sweet. Nothing's like jumping out in my head. Now, typically, vetiver dominant fragrances and sweet normally don't really go hand in hand. Jean Boisé, you can't go wrong with anything in that line. Combination 2 sprays of Aventus and 1 spray of Eros Energy on top. Very, very similar profiles. I'm sure they mix well. Cartilage Island's a beautiful Le Beau Le Parfum clone. Big fan of that. Good to see you as well, sir. Ooh, like the way you describe Sense. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All but the Imagination clone. Go figure. I like in that line. Oh, it's really good. That's the Tigar dupe. The one I wear the most is Quattro, though, the afternoon swim dupe. I wore it literally this past week last week. It was in last week's rotation. Good to see you, sir. 9 p.m. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mind Games Cassia. I swear every time you stream, I'm wearing this. I swear I own others. It happens. It happens. It's okay. Deacon Chris, good to see you, sir. Ombre Calabria. Just got my nose on Triple XL, and I need to get back to it again later. It's pretty good, though. It's just different. Yeah, for sure. It's not going to be for everyone. That's for sure. You think about buying from Fragrance Shop. I've never done it, so I don't know. I don't just explore. Like, I go with tried and true, like, mainstay places. I don't just, oh, look, this place has it $3 less than everybody else. I just spend the $3 more on places I normally buy from. You know? Because that's usually the case when you're like, what do you think about this random place you've never heard of? Like, I was looking at Eros Energy. I'll just use Eros Energy, for example. I was looking at Eros Energy, and it's like 77 everywhere else, but this place got it for 72. Fuck the $5. Buy it from the places you know are legit. This place very well could be legit. I've just never shopped there. But that's the example. I get asked all the time about these places I've never shopped at, and that's usually what it is. It's like a few dollars cheaper. If $3, $4, $5 is a huge deal, slow down on buying fragrances. I'm not saying that's your situation, just for the group. If a couple dollars is a big deal, maybe don't buy the fragrance right now. Chill, save a little bit. The financial situation isn't where it needs to be. If $5 on a fragrance is a big like deal breaker, you need to shop further. Time out and wait. Wait till the next paycheck. You know what I mean? Sound financial advice, right? This gentleman has shopped there before. There you go. Apparently it's legit. Yeah, I've never shopped with them before. Never, ever. I still, like I said, I stick to the fragrance buys, the fragrance nets, the olfactory factory. I've been shopping from a little bit here and there. My usual suspects on eBay, Perfume Empire, Forever Luxe, places like that. Once in a while, I'll give Joma Shop some money if I'm desperate enough to buy this specific fragrance and wait God knows how long for it to come in from Sloma Shop. Stuff like that. But the main places I buy from, Fragrance Buy, I buy stuff from Perfume Box here and there, and Fragrance Net. That's kind of my main culprits that I go to. Beach Life, good to see you, sir. Galan Aqua Allegory Orange Soleil. That's a good one. I definitely enjoy that one. I haven't heard anything. I would hope we get one. I mean, we got that CK1 Essence last go round. Pretty good. Basically a reworked original CK1, but I'm down for another summer flanker. I like the summer flankers. Moscow Mule. Got some Electimus samples. My 3 favorites are Trajan, beautiful, Spice, Darno, and Imperium. That's all super versatile, easy to like ones for sure. Let them know, Joel. Mr. Luis. Hope your trip here to Louisiana goes well. Me as well. Me as well. This is our first trip together without Farah, so that's kind of weird. And Heidi brought up, she's like, because of course we're going to stop at Buc-ee's. We always stop at Buc-ee's. She's like, this is the first time we're ever going to walk into a Buc-ee's together. It's like, holy shit, you're right, because somebody's always got to stay in the car with Farah. Take her out to potty and all that good stuff. I'll gas up and she'll go get what she needs to get, come back. I'll go get what I need to get. Yeah. It's going to be so weird because it's our first trip without her. That's the reason we're leaving. We need to get away for a little bit. But wild, man. Thank you, though, Louise. Mirrors of Deception by CL. Where do y'all find these places? There's a bunch of stuff I've never heard of in the chat today. Good to see you, Sean. But y'all, it's like 5 or 6 different fragrances so far. It's like I've never heard of the brand or the fragrance. Y'all deep diving into the hidden gems, huh? Aqua de Joe EDP. There we go. Mass marketed stuff. I know this one. That's a good one. Torino 21 and Tuxedo for a get together. Hey, hell yeah, go ahead with your bad self. Hell of a 1-2 punch. Kick of the day. I think you meant Air Max. Airman. That's funny. Club Dinner We Intense, man. I'm bringing the extract with me. That's going to be one of my sin of the days. Okay, I'm here. Got Citrine Body Balm. Oh, the best Zaharoff product. Tobacco Shave Soap. Mayor Intense Cherry by Latafa. Hawas Fire. 2 new Manceras and a new fragrance from House. New house from my rep. You got quite the bit of toys, new toys to play with. Good to see you, Sir Versace Porum. We talked about that one this morning. Oh, I picked all of them up there on the standing desk. I was about to grab the bottle. Yeah, that one deserved a feature. I'm glad he was able to help you out, man, because I was just joking around a little bit. So, like I said, I don't know your financial situation. That may not have applied to you. That was more for anybody watching. Because that's usually, I find why people are like, hey, have you ever heard of this place? I'm thinking about shopping here. Is this place legit? And that's usually the case. It's like they found something a few dollars cheaper. It's like, man, fuck that few dollars. Stick with the legit shit. But apparently the gentleman said it's pretty legit and he shopped with them. Where was I? Here we go. Profondo Parfum and Precious Treasure. Ooh, you might be the one to beat with the 1-2 punch here today. Polo and Kaylin have been killing it. Yeah, they've been making crazy amounts of posts today. Switch it up like Mr. Rogers 3 times a day. They don't hurt their inventory. Yeah, for sure. That is for sure. Fougères Marine. Soft live stream clap. Niche Tommy. That's the good stuff right there. Rocking with Ingenious Ginger. Very, very bright. I'm fucking blind. Yes, you are. That's just like, I know. Like I read the comment as I was going to pin it, and it just brought me immediate joy. Like, there's no way he's fucking serious. They're right next to my fucking ear. There's no way he doesn't see them. Like, I've been getting comments all week, like, oh, flexing with them brick by bricks. Oh, I see them Nigels. Congrats on the W. I've been getting comments left and right on that. Like, even if I don't say nothing in the videos, everybody sees them, except for you. You're the only one that's like, hey, man, did you ever get those brick by bricks? They look dope, man. You should get them if you can. You're right. I should get them if I can. You know what else is dope? Oh, the play button's hiding. The Union LA's. Chicago Shadows. That's my 2 favorite pickups of the year. Hands down. That's my 2 contenders leading the way for sneaker of the year pickups for me personally. But we're still early. I bought the Psychic Blue Foams literally right before we went live. They're just a little bit over retail to buy them early. Count me in. So I got the Psychic Blue Foams. With GOAT not doing the Insta ship, it'll be like 8 to 10 days. They'll show up. Pretty excited. Pretty excited. Arrows Flame for winter and fall. But it gives me, I think spring. Summer, not so much. I mean, you could kind of wear it year round, really. But I think spring, fall, the transitional seasons, the milder weather where it's a little warm, a little cool, depending on the day. I think it's good for that. No. Going to Scotland made me walk around going, America, USA, red, white, and blue. America, states, southern states, Gulf Coast. Like as I'm looking around going places, food, flavor, seasoning. Yeah, that's what it was like in Scotland for me. Being in a Harry Potter novel in Edinburgh, it was nice to visit, but no, I have no desire to constantly travel abroad. I'm good traveling around the country. Definitely not my cup of tea. George is the traveler. He likes to do all that shit. That's not really my thing. Let him know. Let him know. Scandal EDT is a good sweet vetiver fragrance. I don't really get much vetiver out of that, though. Very sweet. No, you just haven't seen any recent videos. It's not just this, because it's literally, I've been filming, I would say 9 of the last 11 videos have been right here. And I think I did 2 of them at the standing desk recently, plus a couple of live streams. So you haven't been watching my content is what you're telling me. You only watch the live streams. Don't wreck. I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't wreck. Focus on the road. Now we're talking. We talked about that one this morning too. That's a beautiful fragrance. Did you mean to put a plus? I know you meant scent of the day, SOTD. Bleu de Chanel Parfum divided by Kajal Lamar. I'm sure you meant plus. That's an interesting layering combo. But yeah, I read them as written. So you put S sold BDC Parfum divided by Kajal Lamar. That's as written. I know what you meant. I just got to bust your balls a little bit. You're probably driving too. Focus on the road, people. Focus. For those of you driving, listening in, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys too. I'm glad y'all want to be here. Focus on the road. Nobody getting wrecked, please. It's not that important for me to read your scent of the day while you're driving. I just appreciate you being here. Start at midnight. Okay, good deal. Thoughts on Perseus? It is. I got to do this twice already. Damn it, Johnny Pump. Had somebody ask that at the very beginning of the stream. Yes, they are similar, but not the same. I have both. I love both. I haven't smelled. They're similar. The citrus is brighter on Eau Givre, and the woods are denser on Perseus, if that makes sense. It is going very well. I hope yours is also, sir. Come on, Ross, $10 at $10. I didn't say 10. I said single digits. I said $3. I said $5. I said $7 at one point, because that's the truth. If that's a big difference on a fragrance, it's not time for you to spend the money. Chill and save a little bit. Don't buy. If $5 is a big deal on the fragrance, don't buy the fragrance. Wait until it's not a big deal. I'm dead serious for anybody watching. $5 is $5. I get it. But if $5 is a big deal in the moment, that's your answer. Don't spend the money then. Wait. The fragrance will still be available. Wait until it's more cost efficient for your finances. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to be helpful here. I say it in a funny, smart ass way, but I'm trying to be helpful. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Oh, I don't say it like that. That's another Canadian thing, right? Oh, I got fussed. Let me not say Mark's name in vain. I got fussed by somebody, by one of his biggest fans. Not by him. As far as I know, me and Mark are fine. I have no ill will towards Mark, but one of his biggest blind fans that wants to like sleep with him and shit the way he white knighted for him. Don't you talk about him. That was, oh God. When I mentioned Mark the other day about my bracelets, shout outs to Robes. No beef here on my end, you know? Yeah, because I know that's a Robes reference. Parfum, because he says it like that. Ooh, the original. Issey-Miyake Pour Homme. I'm eager to try the Eau de Parfum to see how similar it is. I blind bought Signature Rosé as my first niche, along with Sunset Cafe by Ramon Monagal, and I love it. Quality Rose is incredible. Thank you, Ross. Next one will be Coco Loco and maybe Aurum. Definitely some good ones. What's up, Mo? OGXS, similar vibes to Himalaya. That's what I hear. Paco Rabanne XS. Fragrance Buy is goated. I mean, that's the main place I've always purchased from, and I've been affiliated with them for a couple of years now. I try to spend most of my money with them. If they got it, they're usually my first stop. Good to see you, sir. Nano, always a pleasure. Watching Fragrance Prince and lost it when you popped up in the Zaharoff video. Oh, that's old. That's a couple of years old. Speaking of my trip to Edinburgh, that was what I went to Edinburgh for. Neptune's Trident from Argos. French Defense at Nordstrom, and damn, yeah, that fragrance is a problem. Once you smell it, you're like, shit, I want this now. For everyday wear, Amberful. For warmer weather, Cinque Terre, because it's very saltwater with pine green. It's a saltwater aquatic with a pine note. It's really good, but it's more of a warm weather thing. Amberful's, you can wear that that's signature scent worthy kind of stuff. Very well rounded. Citrus, woods, green, little spice. Assad bourbon, that's some good stuff. I like it. Quintessential designer scent profile. Sweet designers. Watched 50 First Dates and I learned that word, Blaine. There you go. Kate Alfresan, juicy pineapple, can't go wrong. That is for sure. Good to see you, sir. Chanel L'Homme Sport. Speaking of fragrances, you cannot go wrong with Mr. Spencer. Sospiro Contralto. Got a live in 40 minutes. Wanted to stop in and watch what I can when I can. I sure appreciate that, sir. So Mr. Not So Famous YouTuber will be live in roughly 40 minutes. I don't know how far back I am in the chat. I'm probably a little ways back. So probably sooner than that, I would think. Maybe 30 minutes because it's 5:30. Never smelled Mystery for Him. Apparently it's another Aventus, but actually has the quality match. Never heard of it. Got a fragrance the other day I was thinking you love called Forever Love by Pandora's unique summer note breakdown. Noted. Working on a custom figure of TLTG. What shoes, fragrance on hand, hat, and shirt logo should I use? Surprise me. That's hilarious. A custom pop figure. That is fucking hilarious. Jordan 12s. How about that? Pick an OG color, the Jordan 12s. If you're actually doing that, that's hilarious. Because the way the silhouette is, that would actually be easy on something like a pop figure. That would be an easy one. That's hilarious. I can't wait to see this. Surprise me with the fragrance. Hat and shirt logo. TLTG logo. Eh, why not? Huh. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Unless you want to get the wolf head from Dark Sport, that would be even funnier. Literally wearing. It'll be on the back probably. This is a Dark Sport shirt. I don't know if there's one on the back. On the back of it. I haven't looked at the back graphic. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that wolf for Dark Sport. That. I wear a lot of Dark Sport. That's hilarious, by the way. If you are making that, I'm flattered, and I can't wait to see the final product. Ooh, lemon mint, straight gas. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it is. I call them slow-mo shop because it'll say like ships in 1 to 3 days, and it takes 2 weeks. Yeah, they'll get you like that sometimes. You want to go after the stuff that says in stock that you'll get the quickest. Sometimes if it says like ships in 5 to 8 days, they don't have it in stock, and they're estimating when they'll be able to ship it to you. Their fragrance is legit. Joma Shop's legit. There's just that 50% chance that your shit's going to take forever to get to you. I would say 50% chance. They're legit, though. I just like to give them a hard time because it's shit like that. Let them know, Mike. I watched this morning. That made me go with Versace Pour Homme. I wasn't sure what to wear and only had one that I had from the video, so I went with it. Well, I'm glad I could inspire your scent of the day today. Ooh, Moroccan Medjool, London Spice, Herba Leather, Passion Fruit. All right. And Passion Island on the way. Day 3 will be my next dive. Day 3 is where it's at, man. There's some good stuff. Hope all is well. Right back at you, sir. Going into a meeting. Day 3 Tre Oros, man. That's such a good fragrance. Sort of get some coconut as well. May just be it's probably just that tropical feel. A lot of tropical fruit going on the top. Price on Boss Absolute skyrocketed. Did it? I saw they restocked it on Fragrance Buy, and it didn't look like it was overpriced to me. 70? 70 for a 50 ml? 80 actually went down. I paid like 98 for 100 ml. No, I got a 50 ml, and I paid like 80, actually. What are you talking about? That's lower than it used to be. That price has been coming down. Are you looking at one of them sites I was talking about earlier? And they actually have higher prices? It's the opposite effect? Yeah, that's cheaper than what I paid. Which, I mean, it's been 6 months since I bought it, but it should continue to go down a little bit from then, right? Ooh, yes. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. It's phenomenal. Miss Kara, good to see you. Cobalt Elixir. Beautiful, beautiful choice. Because for the longest time, he was doing 2 ounces on most stuff. 4 ounces are in the pipeline. Got it today. Wonderful scent. Yes, good stuff. Really, really good cheapie. Aqua de Joe Absolute. Sadly discontinued, but good stuff. VIP scents. Latafa Blue Oud today. Sorry if you convinced me. It's decent. It's decent. It's different. Very synthetic, but it smells good out in the air. It really does. I think if you did content vlogs prepping for your competition roster, it would do well. But I know you said it's not that easy too. That's so much extra time. You got to remember, I'm doing cardio twice a day plus training, not counting content and all the other bullshit that my day consists of. That's several hours in itself, just the 2 rounds of cardio and the lifting. So it's even the little bit of content that I do, the occasional quick posing or a little set video, real video on Instagram or a couple of pictures, that shit takes time, adds to the workout itself, you know? If I didn't have daily content on here and then content every day or two on the sneaker channel as well, if I didn't have so much YouTube content going on, it would be more feasible. But I do so much YouTube content between the 2 channels, it's just not feasible. Ooh, Bleu de Chanel Parfum. No, it's not my scent of the day. No, that's not what I'm wearing. Siren Fragrances Black Caviar. Yeah, not Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, I think, is the best designer blue fragrance ever. Well, you shall have to see Friday morning then, madam. No spoilers until then. They requested not to release any content until then. I will honor it. So, because Perfume Box sent it my way. It's really good, though. It's everything I hoped it would be. We'll discuss further. Yeah, feel free to wait. Just spoiler. If you like the original, you're really going to like the Intensely. That's the spoiler, I'll say. Is it redundant? Of course, there's redundancy. Just like everybody that's got Aventus clones. This is redundancy. It's a flanker. If you got multiple Stronger with Yous, it's redundant like that is, you know. There's little twists, though. Little nuance changes. Yeah, I got fussed. I'm a wife, Bertrand, I don't even know what you're trying to say. Yeah, this is an expensive-ass hobby, that's for sure. Make sure you can kiss that money goodbye if you're going to blind buy a fragrance, guys, because you may end up not liking it and you may not be able to get rid of it. So hear that on saving up to either get Neptune's Trident or Day 3 fragrances for my birthday in April. Sample. That's definitely some you can sample, both of them too. So it's opens up Sauvage Eau de Parfum and dries down more into a cross between Apex and Sauvage Elixir. More Apex because it's got so much green going. It's got this herbal green, like fougere-ish quality to it. But the spice of Sauvage Elixir, the woodiness and everything, it's really good. It's Coach's best fragrance. It's very redundant to stuff like that. All the stuff I listed, similar to all of them, like very similar, but kind of a blend of all of them, which kind of makes it its own thing at the same time, I guess. I appreciate that. First Instinct Blue. Midnight Hour. I've heard that's a good alternative, cheap alternative for Blockade. Goldfield and Banks Pacific Rock Moss. Good stuff. The Art of Universe, when you first made the review video and just picked up Blue Talisman. I have to say Blue Talisman. Well, yeah. Yeah, dude. How many times have you heard me say that when it comes to an affordable clone versus an original niche, they're not going to capture the magic of that original art, you know? Yeah, Blue Talisman's better than every clone that'll ever exist of it ever. Just like Aventus is better than every clone of it that will exist ever. Elysium, all 3 versions is better. I don't care what anybody says, than every clone that has ever existed ever of them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you're gonna get Blue Talisman, you sure as shit don't need Art of Universe. I just don't want to get Blue Talisman. That's why I was looking for a good enough. Art of Universe for me is good enough. It's not as good, of course not. It was good enough. It was good enough because I don't like Blue Talisman so much that I have to have it. That was why I was like, let me find something good enough. Because I like Art of Universe, but yeah, it can't touch Blue Talisman. Come on now. Oh yeah, for sure. Concord 11s. No. I mean, that would work too, you know, but 12s are my favorite. It's my favorite shoe. So look at that. Not really, because there's so much more spice and funk to Vanilla Oud. $5 for a great price. I got to say, I freaking. Yeah, it's got a purity to it. It's very clean, cleanliness to it. Anybody else taste the damn thing? Probably just me. Triumph Box is still my favorite tobacco fragrance. Heard the news in 10th. I knew it. I called it. I said it was either going to be Instant Crush, Oud Lemon Mint, or something along those lines. It's going to be one of their mega popular ones. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I figured it would be one of those. My original idea was Oud Lemon Mint would be the next intense. And then my plan B, well, my backup option that I said would have been something like maybe Instant Crush because it's so popular. Not surprised. Yeah, for sure. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, man. It's such a good one. That's one of my top 3. It's number 3 as far as my release rankings for designers this year. I love it. Metallic Musk. Damn, got a bunch of cool stuff coming in. Refreshing take on the Spice Bomb line. I agree. A lot of clean musk, but still very peppery. I took too many Advil tonight. I was wondering because, like, man, I just saw they restocked it because I check every day, and I saw the prices and I was like, oh, they came down a little bit. Appreciate the super chat, sir. And maybe discontinued. I don't know. Usually that's the case on something like that. For Lacoste Pour Homme, a Claude Deer classic, kind of like boozy Boss number 6. Almost forgot the stream again. Glad I made it. Good to see you, sir. Also grabbed CK All at the rack store. Remember you and D liking it. Yeah, CK All's a good one. Bright citrus, creamy florals. Shit smells so damn fresh and clean. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, 4 or 5 hour fragrance. Nothing crazy. That grew on Mo for sure. Alexandria's got some good dupes. Victor and Rolf Infrared EDP. Great choice. Great choice. Good to see you, sir. Another one wearing Hawas Fire. That's kind of the theme of the chat today. You had to choose one mango-based fragrance for summer. Ambassador, Mango Bliss, or something else. Probably Mangolicious Hippie Storm from Sphinx. Tropical fruitiness with some beautiful juicy florals. A little powdery. Yeah, that's one of my favorite mangoes. Quality is really good. Performance is phenomenal. They're not super crazy expensive for being niche, you know. Sphinx Fragrances Mangolicious Hippie Storm. Oh, I mean, I don't watch him, so I don't know. I've heard him say eau de parfum. I've heard that. Parfum. You know, very distinct. I've heard that in the past. Years and years ago. Way back in the before time, I used to watch Mark, you know. In the land before time. Really like Blue Talisman. 94. That's what I'm saying. I like it, but not enough. I gave it like an 8 out of 10. I had a decant that Omas had sent me. Yeah, that is a lot of fragrances. You could always sample them. That'll help settle the debate for you instead of just going off of my opinion. I mean, I appreciate that you value it. But that's going to be the best way to decide it is to try them both before you spend the money on the bottles. Noted. 9% of my fragrances I don't hate, and 10% some of the Middle Eastern fragrances I don't wear. Afraid the old credit card is about to get damaged. That's a strong possibility, sir. Choose wisely. They can get really expensive really quickly to perfumery. between them. Neptune's Trident. No, hey, good luck. Good luck. End of May. End of May. Nice ab shot. You don't have near the loose skin that I have. I posted a side-by-side today, actually, of my abs are pretty close to what they looked like for prejudging last year. So that was before prejudging. So I posted this side-by-side today. They're getting pretty close. This is today. And this was about an hour before prejudging last June. So not exactly the same lean, but almost there. Almost similar body fat percentage at this point. Obviously, that's dehydrated with diuretics. This is not. But I bet you if I was to take a Diazide, I'd look pretty close to that right now. Just a little bit bigger because I'm more muscular. So, I mean, you can see it in the face. The death face is relatively similar. Again, if I was to take a diuretic right now in a couple of hours, I'd probably look very similar to this, just a little bit bigger. Yeah. So, yeah, pretty proud of the progress. Excited, man. Yeah, May 24th, I'll be on stage in Alabama, and then June 21st here in PCB. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, hell of a picture, man. Got the big gap in the middle of the ab. See, I don't have that. Mine are close together. My line down the center is pretty tight. Because I've always found it fascinating to have that separation in the middle. You know, so when you do the stretch and you do vacuums and stuff, it looks a lot better than if I do it. You know, I got a lot of loose skin going on. Like this was yesterday's check-in. See all the loose skin? So I've still got some body fat to drop and some water and all that good stuff. That was yesterday's in-person check-in. We're getting there. But yeah, I got all the loose skin ripples up. But as I drop I got a little bit more body fat to drop. And then of course some water and everything. So won't be as severe, but I think eventually if I'm gonna keep going with this, I'm gonna have to have the loose skin surgery. Tighten everything up, take 2 months off from the gym to heal. Probably BPC 157 it up, make the healing time a bit faster. I'll probably have to do that at some point because after this round of shows, I'm gonna take like a year and a half of an off season, do some much more deeper growing, to really give it a go in 2027. I think in spring 2027 after this year be the next round of shows I'll do and really try to do something. Maybe try to go to nationals. We'll see how it goes. An intense version of Instant Crush. But that's the thing. Intense red tobacco is not stronger than red tobacco, but it smells better to me. They mute some of that pungent sweetness and bring out the orientals and stuff more. I think intense red tobacco is a better fragrance, whereas intense Cedrat Boisé is way stronger than Cedrat Boisé. So we'll see which route they go with that, I think I have a problem. Don't we all? Yeah, Instant Crush is crazy strong. Hachibat's beautiful. Yeah, it's the oak moss. So you clearly like good oak moss. It's good oak moss fragrance. Really good one. Detroit Native 313. Good to see you, sir. Always a pleasure. Electimus Visi Leather. Never tried that one. To each their own. See, now you're locked in. Oh, I did too. I paid $400 for them. I bought them before release because I knew I wasn't going to get them. I was not going to hit on Sneakers app. I knew I was paying resale, so I was like, why wait? They've only come down like $20 in my size. So fine. It's fine. Not often will I drop, almost double retail on a pair, but I wanted those that bad. They are that jam. They are that good. Those sneakers are fire. Noted. I'm going to wait. I'm going to stay blind to it because I'm going to just buy it whenever it's available, They just popped me for some reason. Parfum. Shout out to Mark, Instant Crush. The next day, smelled it when I woke up. So I had just sprayed it on. That don't smell like French defense. I've had others try to throw that at me. Disagree. To each their own. If you believe it, you believe it. You are a grown man and can feel how you want to feel about anything, just like I do. I just disagree. Shall be mine. Oh, yes, she will be mine. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's good stuff. People fuss about it because it's got a similar smell to Aventus cologne, but I think it gives it some charm, actually. I like it. It grew on me a lot. Speaking of Art of the Universe, there you go. I appreciate that. Thank you. It ripped your right pec. Oh, shit. Never got the surgery, which is pricey, you know. But yeah, that's the fear, right? Tearing a muscle. God. BPC 157, and it can only do so much for something like that, you know. And it needs to be stitched back up, sewn back together. It needs to be sewn back together. Yeah, I'm dreading that. My dad had a partially torn bicep, little piece of meat that would hang down here. He had a little divot right here, and the piece that tore would hang down here. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Yeah, you probably used it too much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm 8 weeks out, and I'm not too far off body fat wise from when I was on stage last year. Like a couple more, but I was 183.8 this morning. I was 185.1 yesterday. I'm like at a point where I'm like really dialed in. We took a little bit of carbs away, just a little bit, just out of one meal, and we ramped up cardio quite a bit. Like I added 15 minutes to my fasted elliptical in the morning, and doubled the amount of post-workout Stairmaster to 35 minutes. Well, more than double. I was doing 20 before, now I'm doing 35. So we ramped up the cardio quite a bit. And I've just been dropping like a fucking machine because I'm so dialed in. I don't cheat or anything like that. The only thing I really have that I shouldn't have that much of is artificial sweeteners. But I mean, you know how it is. Live and die by that shit when you're cutting. You live and die by the artificial sweeteners. But I haven't been having the sugars and stuff like that. The cravings aren't killing me or anything, thank God. It gets easier as you cut. The more times he knows this, I'm talking to Rusty, the more times you cut for contest, the mentally it's easier to prepare for what you're going to go through. It's still a bitch, but you know what to expect. Your body cuts down easier. It gets easier to cut down every time. Your body knows how to do it. It knows it can do it. And you get leaner and leaner each time. Like I'm going to be way leaner this time than I was last year. Damn, so you're much bigger than I am. Now I'm 5'7" and currently 183.8. I was 172.5 when I weighed in last year for the show I did in June. That was my first show. And I'll probably get to that, but I'll be probably 3 or 4% less body fat this time around and more muscular because I've improved my weaknesses. My legs have come out a bit more. My back's even wider. My arms have improved a little bit more from last year. Like I've really improved on some of the weaker points. Hamstrings are a bit thicker. The tie-in is going to show a lot more. Like a lot of stuff has changed over this off season that I had. So living it, you know how it is. You live it. When you live it, you live it. It's that good, guys. It's that good. TLTG 15 will save you 15%. And no, I don't make a commission. That's just like the day 3 code where it's just there for you guys. TLTG 15 will save you 15% from Sphinx. Your mind tightened up, thankfully. You're looking solid, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's an 8 weeks out check-in. To have my abs looking like that, I'm pretty freaking happy. As my back starts to kiss, I hold more in my back. It takes longer for my back and my quads to lean out. They're starting to get there. Like I said, you can see the quads are leaning out a little bit better, but not completely. Like you can start to see the separation and everything, and more and more obliques. Like even from this was yesterday to I didn't mean to do that, to today, you can see the oblique lines coming out even more. Just from yesterday to today, because I dropped almost a freaking pound and a half from day to day. So it's getting there little by little, you know. Like What was I going to show you guys? Oh, because this was before check-in. It was actual video. Shout out to Perfect Cell. But yeah, that was before I threw the posing trunks on, because after I got a pump, we went in the posing room and did the check-in. But yeah, that was while I was out on the floor. It was arms yesterday. I did legs today. We're getting there. You can see all the loose skin and shit. That drives me nuts. I can't help it. I used to be pretty fucking overweight. So you can see here. That was several days, 4 days ago. But you can see where it froze on the back, and then the tie-ins are coming out more and more. That was 5 days ago. Just daily updates, you know what I mean? Bit by bit. You can see the back's leaning out more and more. We're getting there. More and more vascularity. We're getting there. Thanks for the compliment, though. You know the core's here, because I haven't lost anybody showing bodybuilding update pictures. So the core is here. I appreciate you guys. Respect for the six-pack. I appreciate that. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to have that. That's the kitchen. How you act in the kitchen is reflected in your midsection. True masterpiece, oligarch. Oh God, I agree. I never tried any TB 500, just BP 157. I got two more bottles of BPC 157 coming in. I've been out for like a week. For those of you who didn't know, that's healing peptide. They call it the Wolverine peptide. Works too. Helps heal the injuries and tendons. And I had some elbow issues, and I don't have any more left elbow issues currently. My rotator cuff has not been, partially torn rotator cuff has not been bothering me. I never grabbed any of that. Not really my thing. BPC 157 though, shit's legit. Cheap too. Cheap. Yeah, Friday morning, you can watch my review on it and hear all about it, my man. I've been waiting to watch it. Yeah, I've been waiting to watch it. I'm going to check it out. Trust me, I'm going to check it out on Pat's show. Good to see you, sir. Creed Sublime Vanilla. I've never tried that one. Perfectly named. Sublime fragrance. Not the best performer, though. Yeah, as long as it smells really good. I know Wulong Cha for my birthday in May. I got a decant, and I love it. Yeah, it's amazing. All the places that have it for the best price sold out right now. It's my favorite of the 3 Nishan decants. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Bond number 9, Island. They have one just called Island, because I know they got multiple, like Coney Island and this island and that island. That one just called Island. Refakat's good stuff. Masi Into Me. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. The oak moss, but the citrus. Yeah, it's really good in the opening, but you got to love oak moss because it dries into an oak moss bomb. That's why I say that. We had 2 in the chat wearing Versace Pour Homme. Hell yeah. That's what I hear. But even then, Dedrick told me, and Kara were like, it's good, but the magic's not there. I blew the muscle in half, benching 695. Fuck. God. That's why I have a partially torn rotator cuff. I do not touch that flat bar bench. I do not touch it. Not interested. I haven't touched it in several years. Oof. Crazy motherfucker. That's how shit like that happens, too. Crazy powerlifting. Jesus Christ. God bless you. Hell yeah. Jimmy Uso slapped the haters. Goal, yeah, he slapped the shit out of Gunther Monday, huh? Spaghettified. Damn. Jordan 12s. I appreciate that, Johnny. Yeah, 695 is crazy. That's crazy weight. I've never done that. Ooh. Torn quad. Oof. Damn. Mercedes-Benz Club. No. It's got a strong hay note and rhubarb. Not really. 6 months, it gets easier and easier and easier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This prep's been so much easier. I was cheating like, crazy the first 2 months of prep last year, and we did a 20-week prep because it was my first prep. Whereas we recomped all the way to January. We cut down, and I dropped 14 pounds in January. So we did a refeed for 6 weeks. We just started cutting down again this past week. We were recomping for 6 weeks through February into mid-March. We did a 6-week refeed / went back to recomping because I was coming down so fast. I was cutting so quickly. It was like, well, shit, let's keep you full. Let's fill back out. Let's keep the joints healthy. No conditioning stuff. A little MPP action, allegedly. A little bit of water and some fullness for 6 weeks and crank up the test. It was a good old time, Things have changed. Protocols have changed this week. But yeah, it's totally different, this prep. Like I said, I'm a half a diazide away from pretty much looking slightly bigger, but just as conditioned as I was last time, which I could have been better, but it was my first show, learning experience. And I learned. I'm excited. I'm super excited because being a class A, I'm much more symmetrical than I was before by fixing the weak points and everything. So it's going to come down to conditioning because, a guy that's in class B and C, they're going to be bigger than me. They're bigger classes. So I have to be the most proportioned, symmetrical, and most conditioned to win the overall because I'm going to win my class. Mark my words. I will win my class. I'll win masters over 42. I'm confident. Confidence is key here. Stage presence, posing, all that good stuff. But I'll win my class. But the only way I'm winning an overall against the bigger guys is if all of those things are on point. And even then, it's down to judges and opinions, right? So I can only do what I can do. Once I walk on stage, I can just be the best I can be. And when I walk on that stage, it's up to the judges, right? So that's what we're trying to do, man. This is a troll comment. Because he saw what I said to Aunt B earlier. This isn't real. This is not real, guys. He's not really asking me that while they're right over my ear. He's not really asking me that. 6 foot 330 in the off season. Jesus Christ, Ben. Growth hormone much? 8 IU a day, motherfucker. Good God. 330 in the off season, but cut down to 240. You lose 90 pounds. Damn, you eat a fuck ton of calories. How many calories you eat in the off season? I'm curious. 6,000, 7,000? Crazy calories to be that size. Oh my God. Tip your bartenders and DJs. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. But Jesus Christ. Good Lord Almighty. Massive. 330 in the off season. Fuck. Good Lord. Coach EDP, then no, I maxed out on designer blues. Club Black EDP. Dior Cologne or L'Oreal Sport Cologne. Ooh, Dior Sport Cologne Sport. Yeah. That's the better of the two, I think. Indeed. I'm buying these days. I got a few niche fragrances in mind that I'm saving up for. Smart man. The usual stuff. Nothing crazy new. Blanco Pura. That's a good one. Shout out to Perfu Addictos. Vulcan Fu or Ophidian Mango Bliss. I never tried the first one, so I'm not sure. Not sure, my man. Need another fresh spice bomb. I'm going to pull the trigger. Yeah, Metallic Musk is really good, dude. It's top 3 designer release of the year for me. Both the Bad Boy Elixirs, 212 VIP Black Elixir and Bad Boy Elixir are my 1 and 2. And Metallic Musk is number 3 for me. I love it. They did a really good job. It smells like the original Spice Bomb, slightly metallic with a bunch of clean, soft and powdery musk. It's just a whole bunch of musk with the original Spice Bomb. Freshens it up a little bit. It's so good. It's so good. Halloween Man Hero. Bond number 9 Island's one of the newer releases. Okay, yeah. See, I know they have like this island and that island. I didn't know they had one just called Island. Ooh, that's a hell of an order. Blockade, Greenwich Village, and Lafayette Street. 2 Bond number 9s in a mind game. Yeah. Fuck the flat barbell. Every time somebody asks me what I bench, I'm like, I don't. There's a pin-loaded flat press that I love. Non-stop, crazy tension, slow negatives, a good squeeze hold without locking my elbows. For those of you who didn't know, don't lock your elbows out. Keep your tension. People like to lock them elbows out. You take the tension off the muscle you're working, guys. But deep stretch. I like to get a nice rest pause. Not rest pause, but a 1 second pause at the negative in a very stretched position. Nice squeeze hold for a second at the top, and then usually a 2 to 3 second negative to get into, oh man, because that's my third press on my full chest day. Because on my full shoulder day, I have two chests. I have incline and decline, which I do hammer strength. But on my full chest days, I start off with high to low cable crossovers. Then I go into incline hammer strength, decline hammer strength, and then that pin loaded flat chest press that I just love. It's one of the two gyms I go to. I prefer to do my full chest days over there specifically for that pin loaded flat press. And in the off season, I'll go back to doing incline on the Smith machine. I'll get away from the hammer strength and I'll do two different angles. I'll do a low angle, slight incline from flat, like 15 degrees with dumbbells, and then follow it up with 45-degree angle incline on the Smith machine. I have a different routine in off season, so, which I'm sure you do too. But I mean, all season's off season for you these days, though, since you stopped competing. But you know what I mean. Strong with You Oud, all of them are good. Literally all of them, I think. It's supposed to be called Little Island, but something with trademark. Okay. Perfume by Claude Deer. My guy. Didn't know that. It's really good. It's a monster too, dude. Monster. And look, if you get it and you're like, man, it's not really that strong. I can't smell it after 2 hours. It's wearing your nose out. That's just strong. Psycho Drug, NPP, and Mastron. Mastron is like the greatest thing of all time. Love Mastron. If I could just have Mastron all year with my test, I'd be a happy camper. I'm running off season. I'm running it right now. I just got back on it. Mastron is so good. It's great. The dark green. They got a few that are green. See, I normally don't talk about this stuff. You just bringing it out of me, Ben. Right now, the internet's freaking out, you know. So normally I don't talk about the kind of stuff I take. I just say I'm not natural. I am enhanced, you know. And mentioned, yeah, I was on NPP for 6 weeks. You're bringing it out of me, Ben. Talking shop. Feel like I'm talking to one of my pro buddies at the gym because there's a bunch of pros I'm buddies with, and that's what we talk about. That's what the fuck we talk about when we see each other. Current protocols. What's going on? What you doing right now? Man, this many weeks out, I got this going. My water retention. You know how it is, talking shop. That's what the fuck bodybuilders talk about when they see each other, guys. No one can relate to what you're going through other than bodybuilders. It's just what it is because you live this lifestyle. It's literally involves your sleep. It's not just every waking minute, it's every sleeping minute too. It's a complete lifestyle. Yeah, somebody else is gonna have to weigh in, my man, because I haven't tried that first one. I'm kind of torn because it got really stale really fast. Really fast, they pulled the steam out of that storyline. Yeah, I was a big boy. I was at 7 to 8. Yeah. IUs of GH, by the way, for those of you that don't know what because I said, what, 8 IUs of GH to get huge like that? That's a lot of GH. Yeah. Fucking right. I figured. My God, Ben. Yeah, to be huge like that, you got to make new cells. You got to make a lot of new cells to grow. Jesus Christ, dude. When my pec ripped, it sounded like a shotgun went off in the chest. I bet, dude. I've never heard someone tear a muscle in the gym. I've never heard it. God willing, I never do. I don't want to see that happen to somebody. I don't want that to happen to me. Oh, God. That is the fear in the gym, tearing something. Not interested. Well, I don't have to worry about that. I've been shaving my head since junior year of high school. I've been bald for a long, long time. Long, long time. I am doing pretty well. Dylan Blue, you can never go wrong with that. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, some people in the chat here do that. They try to pull it out of me all the time. So certain people will try to pull it out of me all the time. Well, it's addictive. It's what it's like ever, unless you do it. Yeah, that's for sure. Fighters, yeah, because they diet hard. They make weigh-in. They'll live in the sauna and sweat and dehydrate the shit out of themselves to make weight. Hijack the stream long enough. It's all good, Ben. It's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure, man. Yeah, I never want to hear that. But yeah, and unless you live a bodybuilding lifestyle, a competitive bodybuilding, because you can be a bodybuilder without getting on stage. You can live the lifestyle and bulk and cut and eat that way for years and years and maintain a lean physique and just work on progress. You can be a bodybuilder without bodybuilding is not just about competing. But when you're competitive and you go through the hard cuts and the hard diets to get on stage, nobody really understands it unless they do it. We look like a bunch of fucking weirdos when we get shredded like that and you like fucking death face. And like people last year, Ben, I was getting people in my videos asking if I had cancer and shit when I was getting close to the stage because the death face was so bad. Like, man, you look sick. You've lost so much weight. And it's like I get tired of saying I'm getting ready for a show. I get fucking tired of it, you know. Now enough people know I do it where I haven't been getting that as much. They've been seeing me lose weight in my face and everything. For those that don't follow the IG stuff and just on here on YouTube, they see the weight loss and it hasn't been, are you sick? Enough people have gotten hip to the fact that I bodybuild now. So yeah, it happened it was getting frustrating last year. It was like every video. Because you know how it is once you get at a certain point when you dial in, it's like daily changes. Where I'm at the point to daily changes right now at 8 weeks out. Where I didn't get to that point till about 4 weeks out last time. That's kind of where my, being dialed in the level I'm at right now at 2 months out versus a month out last time. So that's how ahead of schedule I am compared to, well, not ahead of schedule, right on schedule really, but it seems ahead of schedule when you compare it to the last prep. It's just a quicker progress, basically, because like we discussed, it gets easier. Your body goes through it easier. But yeah, I dealt with that a lot. People thought I was sick. That was still that left and right. It was so frustrating. So loud, only for you, Ben. I remember it was super loud, but everyone else didn't hear a thing. A quad tear. I can't imagine. The pec tear sounds terrible. I think the quad tear would be worse. But I think the pec tear with 695 over your face is worse because it's like, here it comes. Obviously you're not benching that without a spotter. But even then, they're about to take the majority of that weight because one of your sides does not work now, has no strength because you just ripped your fucking pec, So, God, that's just sounds horrible. I started the hype on it, actually. About a year before the hype started, I reviewed it. And then all of a sudden, people got hip to the game. Yeah, it's a nice salty tropical fruit type of fragrance. Salty, breezy marina style fragrance. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Uso wins the title. It may turn out to be Kofi's run. It's going to be. If Jay gets it, he's not keeping it long. They're pretty much just giving it to him to justify the main event nickname. Like they really pulled the wind out of the sails in this storyline. It went from everybody was happy for Jay to everybody's bored with this already. It's frustrating. I'm starting to think now that Punk's teasing this and adding stipulation to their match that what's going to happen is either because he just beat Gunther on a house show on the circuit in Europe too. Either Jay wins and he's going to show up to take it from him that night, or it's Gunther's going to retain and he shows up to take it from him. Because what I think is going to happen is they're going to go on before the world title match. Punk's going to win this three-way, and the favor is to get him into that match to face the winner. Just like Rome. Think about this. So Paul Heyman, when he got with Roman Reigns, they walked out during Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. He hands Roman Reigns a contract. He signs it. He hands it back. He goes down there like almost like cashing in Money in the Bank that he didn't have. and goes and hits a spear and a Superman punch and wins the WWE Championship and holds it for almost 4 years. That's what happened when Paul got with Roman Reigns. So I think the favor is similar to that. It's probably going to be the same exact thing being relived, but with CM Punk. I think that's going to be a big twist that only few are going to be able to see coming. If you piece it together and you pay attention to everything going on, it makes sense. It may not come to fruition, but that's where my head's at with the favor. Whether he wins or loses the triple threat, I think he ends up taking that belt home that night. Big WrestleMania moment in the main event for him. That's his thing, because he's like, it's still not what I want, but I'm going to get what I want. I have this favor. Paul's not just your wise man. And the promo that just happened. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're really paying attention, that makes what I just laid out makes all of the sense, doesn't it? I know the weight cutting game all too well. I had to cut 50 pounds in a month. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I bet. I bet 50 pounds. That's a lot in a month. My God. Yeah, because your cheeks start sagging and your eyes suck in a little bit. You know, so you look sick. It was for wrestling. Rockboy T with the yeet. 1 word, 4 letters. Yeet. Tore my quad back in high school on a 14-foot long jump on track. Oh, my God. After the sound, there was a delay where I knew I was fucked before all the pain came in. Yeah, I bet. Maybe cut 10 pounds in 1 day for a tournament. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, the only way you're going to cut 10 pounds is just to severely dehydrate yourself. In 1 day, you're just sucking all the water out of your body. There's no two ways about it. You ain't burning 10 pounds of fat in 1 day. You just dehydrate. You got to dehydrate yourself. Peptides, the new fragrance from JPG. Tried to mix bodybuilding and fragrances. Started a company called Swole Scents. Was going to come out with fragrances called 45s, etc. That's kind of funny. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, man. Hope everything's going well. We'll be shutting it down here in just a little bit. We lost like 30, 40 people. Might be a new live starting because we're just BSing, no topic or anything like that. I'm on a juice fast and I'm down 5 pounds since Monday. Well, the interesting thing is this a way of detoxing from the alcoholism that was Allie's birthday over the past weekend? Is that what that is? Good to see you, Joe. I think you're right, because Punk is still saying WrestleMania main event dream isn't dead. That's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be the exact same thing when Paul Heyman got with Roman Reigns and they walked out on that stage in the middle of that title match. He handed him a contract. He signed it. He handed it back. He went down to the ring, hit a couple finishes, 1, 2, 3, became champion, and held that shit for a few years. I'm not saying Punk's going to hold it for a few years, but I think that's how it's going to happen. And it's going to be to close the show out on night 1. Because Cena and Cody's the main event night, too. That's the real main event, you know? I think that's it partially. Yeah, I figured as much. Peach Prolapse would be the worst scent. All right, then. That'd be the best scent. Now, summer weather is coming, and I'm going to need to be in T-shirts and such. Get rid of a little bit of flab. Cleanse the colon is what that juice fast is going to get going first and foremost. Oh, yeah, of course. Jeff Hardy's worst moment in wrestling. Terrible. It's 2013, I think. Yeah, awful. See, that's the tough one. That's my top 2 pickups of the year. Honestly, I think, gun to my head, I'm going Union Ones. Gun to my head, I'm going with the Union Ones, the Chicago Shadows, man. I like these that much. These are that dope. Yeah. I like them that much, man. Brick by Bricks are amazing. A close second, but I'll wear these more. Because suede, you get a lot of rain. I don't wear suede in the rain, whereas it's just leather, you know. These, I love them. I love them. 2 most expensive pairs of shoes I bought in a while. Because I knew I wasn't going to hit on either of them. And I bought them before release. Way over retail. Seemed, oh Lord, yeah. injection, subcutaneous, under the skin. Like most people, I didn't even know there were other forms. I can imagine they won't work near as good as injecting them. Topical, waste of money. Don't buy that. Don't waste your money, sir. I've had Ultra Boost for years. I got a few colors. I got the original Pure Boost. I got all kinds of stuff. I only wear Chucks. Damn, I got several pairs of Chucks, but I got ridiculous sneaker collection, just like I have a ridiculous fragrance collection. Yeah, we get the post office today. No, that's going to be on my way out tomorrow because we're leaving tomorrow. So that's on its way out. It's right here. Your package is still right here. Still haven't heard from Matthew's Fragrance Talk, but no, on the way out tomorrow. Right there. Yep, on our way out tomorrow, sir. Wrestling's never been better, Joe. You just probably won't like the modern style. But wrestling's never been better, in my opinion. I think it's better than the Attitude Era. I love both. Nasal is a form, but is it worth a fuck, though? When in doubt, injectable is always going to be the best for anything and everything. L-carnitine, vitamin B12, you name B6, you name it. Injectable, lower dose, more effective. Lower dose, more effective. Because your liver is going to break down all of that shit. Topical, you're only going to absorb so much through your skin. It's only going to do so much to get in your bloodstream. But yeah, BPC 157, I can't imagine doing anything but the injection under the skin. Grab a little pinch of your stomach, put an insulin syringe. That's how most people use BPC 157. Stuff's miraculous. How about that word? It's legit. Heals injuries. Post-surgery, I hear it works really well for a lot of people in recovery from different post-surgeries and stuff, and I could believe it. It really does work great. Topical as shit. I figured. Shot test in your stomach? No, I never got those crazy expensive things. They were fresh. They've fallen apart now. Them things are sold. The original Nike Yeezy 1s and 2s, them things. They go for way too much money. They always have. And they've fallen apart these days. Yeah, I've never shot test in my stomach. Never done that. Type of fragrance is best to be worn during spring. I did a video just for you this morning. Love that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is your avatar, by the way. You should check out this morning's video. It's literally the ultimate all-budget top 10 spring fragrance list. Just for you. Iris Raspberry by Primera. I love the name. If your scenario plays out, if Roman and Jay will join the final boss. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting all of those. The reimagined UNC ones, everybody seems to be mad that they're sail instead of white. I like them. I'm going to get them. I bought the Psychic Blue foam posits before we went live, about 10 minutes before. They're just, $30, $40 or whatever over retail in my size to get them early. So got them coming from Goat. Psychic Blues. Love them. I'm excited. Oh, you do microdoses? Yeah, I've never been one for that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for me. Blanca Pura. Excellent choice, Nerd says. Shout out to Perflu Dictos. I know you meant Jay. Oh, I know a lot of people that like to microdose. One of my buddies at the gym microdoses Trin. Fuck that. Have fun. He takes a microdose of Trin every day. I'm like, no, I'm good. You have fun with your microdosing of Trin. But yeah, I mean, every other. I've been doing 3 shots a week, even with Cypionate. My prescribed stuff. For my TRT, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, even with the long ester. I've always done that. Club Black EDP. I'm definitely going to check it out when I can get my hands on it for a decent price. Mainly that. Material wise, it's sneakers. Big into sneakers, like we were just talking about. I got a sneaker channel as well, TLTG Kicks. I was able to handle Trent microdose and made substantial gains. But yeah, fuck Trent. Yeah, you crazy motherfuckers with that. You know, crazy MFs. Not going to say I've never dabbled. But yeah, crazy motherfuckers with that shit. Can't do anymore. I've done steroids for over 20 years. My ass is like a thing of Swiss cheese. I mean, your ass is one big piece of scar tissue. Ditto. Basically. They've been on test for, almost 4 years now. You know, TRT. Strong with You Parfum and Aqua de Jo Elixir. That's 2 bangers, Josh. That's 2 great releases, man. Great releases. I haven't put them on the shelf. They're literally right next to each other right here. They were side by side. 2 phenomenal Armani releases. So much chestnut in this one. Love it. I love the whole line, though. I like all of them. But we're about to hit an hour and a half. Anybody got anything else before we shut it down? We got about 4 minutes till we hit an hour and a half. Ben, you hijacked the stream with your steroid and contest prep talk. And your apparent, where's it at? Your apparent Swiss cheese ass. And you can make me get into collecting fragrances again. I got up to like 300 bottles. Well, I mean, this is a fragrance channel. This is what we do here, you know. No, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I enjoy talking shop. Just on a live stream, it's not normally something I do. I don't give a shit, man. Allegedly, you know. I don't care. It's fine. I competitively bodybuild, and I've made it well known that I'm not natural and I'm enhanced. It's not that I keep a secret. I just normally don't break it down and go into detail. This is the most detail I've ever given, so I don't give a fuck. It's not like it's a secret, you know. I get troll stuff about me having a steroid body and all that, and I'm sure they're fat load pieces of shit that are jealous. And I had people tell me they liked me better when I was fat, and everybody that feels that way can go fuck themselves. I don't. I work very hard to be in the shape I'm in. I live a lifestyle most don't want to live or couldn't have the discipline to live, because being enhanced is just part of it. That kitchen and that training, the kitchen's the most important thing. Obviously, you need to train intently and intensively, but that fucking kitchen, if that ain't locked in, the Stone Cold Steve Austin quote, you cannot out-train a bad diet. It is the truth. Doesn't matter what you take, how hard you train. Eat like shit. It's going to limit you greatly. It's going to limit you greatly. Sure did. Sure did. His last year competing was 2001. He passed in 2003. He competed in the 80s when I was younger, and then he started competing again beginning in 2000. See, 2000 and 2001, he started competing again. See the Charlotte heads on Saturday. So Charlotte made Tiffany look rough in that interview segment. Everybody's like, did Charlotte bury her? Yeah, but it fits the story. It's like, you're not ready for me, Tiffany, and this is why. It really fits. It's been well done. Well, I think the Charlotte feud has been well done. Not yet. It's not time. What are you going to ask me next? Anything on the Corvette yet? You'll know. How about this? You'll know when I move, when what's on camera changes, Austin. Yeah, it ain't time, man. I ain't worried about this shit, man. Oh, bodybuilding's expensive, man. Depends on how you feel about smelling cheap. Afnan uses pretty good oils, but it's still a synthetic blue, you know. If you like blue fragrances, you'll like it. What it comes down to. No, I don't even think it's official. Is it even officially launched? Oh shit. Back in the heyday. See, I knew he was gonna, if I said it, he would laugh. Gotta get your nose in the house of, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Yeah, I'm gonna butcher that if I try to pronounce that shit. That is not gonna work out. You are setting me up to sound like a dumbass, sir. because there's no way I can pronounce that properly. I am definitely going to say that incorrectly. I'm going to have a Dedrick moment and butcher the shit out of that name. Shout outs to D. So let's see. Anybody got anything else? It's time to shut it down. We just hit an hour and a half. No, I've heard of them. I've just never tried anything from them. Clive Christensen. You mean Clive Christian? The fragrance brand? So on that note, I guess we'll end it here on Austin. I appreciate you guys coming hang. Ben, it was a pleasure to talk shop. Sorry to hear about your terrible pec tear on 695-pound bench. Jesus Christ. I know it's old, but still, that's wild. Oh, that's what he said the other day, Clive Christensen instead of Clive Christian. Yeah, Dedrick's good for that. I give him hell. Look, I butcher some stuff here and there, but Dedrick butchers every fragrance. Every single one. Yeah, have a good one, my man. Today, Spice Bomb Magnetic Musk. It's about 8 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. No, barely anything ever is 10 out of 10 for me, you know, but yeah, I'm with you on that. It's good stuff. Rockboy T, you have a good one. Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate you. Thank you guys for coming to spend a little bit of your Wednesday with me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, at Ross.JC12, if anybody that wants to follow along, try to update daily. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you on my tattoo. That was the dragon I got yesterday. That's the finished product. Yep. American traditional. That was what I went to do last night. That's why we didn't stream last night. I want to get a tattoo. Yep. Fasted cardio this morning. Ab shot today. The comparison. And the leg shot after doing a belt squat. Nice little pump going. Yep. At Ross.JC12. I didn't think you were still here, Marcus. So y'all have a good one, guys. I appreciate all of you. I will see y'all next week. Obviously, we'll have content every morning, but we won't be live again until next week. Anybody that hasn't voted for the fragrances for the member stream, speak now, forever hold your peace, because I'll be buying the fragrances this week, because next weekend we'll be doing the member stream for March. So be on the lookout for that. Go vote for your appropriate tiers that you're a member of if you haven't yet. Yeah, have a good one, guys. Check out this morning's video, too, for a spring list. Some goodies.